ICE just deported these two brothers from Long Island. So Newsday got on a plane.
We have arrived in El Salvador.
And started banging on doors
Jose and Josue
in El Salvador, all to find out what happened. So, what happened? Well, we should probably start at the beginning. It's 2016. El Salvador is overrun with gang violence. And according to statistics, there is more than 5,000 murders per year. To put that in perspective, that's roughly 14 murders a day, or a murder roughly every 2 hours. It's really bad. So their mother decided to pack up her sons, who were then 10 and 11 years old, and flee to America. And where there's gangs, there's extortion.
Y también por la extorsión que yo tuve, que empezaron a pedirme cantidades de dinero grandes que si yo no las tenía, pues ellos se iban a dirigir con mis hijos.
Now once here, she settled in Georgia and applied for asylum while the boys began their American upbringing. Jose joined Future Farmers of America with dreams of becoming a mechanic and preacher, since he went to church several times a week. And Josue joined JROTC with his sights on joining the Air Force to serve the United States. They were pursuing their American dreams. Fast forward to 2025, when everything changed. The brothers have now grown up. Jose 21 and Josue 20. And in a time in the United States, their mother gave birth to a third son, a son born with multiple disabilities. So what do the boys, now young men, do? Well, they decide to move to Central Islip, just those two, so they can find work and help pay bills for their mom and their disabled brother. And that's when things started unraveling. The boys show up to their ICE check-in, much like they've been doing since they've entered the country roughly 10 years ago. But this time, it's different. Times are different.
All ICE wants to do is get them out of our country. Take off the mask, you feel so confident.
They gave us a paper that they said like that we have to show up to the 26 Federal Plaza like in the first 30 days, and we did it. When he was doing all the paperwork, he looked at me and he gave me my papers, and he was like, "Good luck." And I was like, "Dude, since I came to this country, I had ICE check-ins since 2016, and never an ICE officer had told me good luck. Never, never, never."
The brothers were then asked for their immigration documents.
He told us, "Hey guys, come. Well, you too, come with me." He was like, "You're gonna see, like right now, you're gonna see right here." That was me, and my brother was gonna see like where she is right now, right? It's like separated, and we were like, "Oh, maybe they're gonna like interview us, ask questions." When I sat down, they closed the curtain, and he told me, "Hey, you're now being detained, and you're going to be put in removal proceedings." And I hear the handcuff, and I was like, "Dude, there's no way that I'm about to get detained." And yeah, he told me get up. He put my hands on the back, and he detained me right there.
I saw my brother handcuffs. I was like, wait, what's going on? I look at him like, man, why?
Pues ese día cambió todo, cambió mi vida, cambió la vida de ellos.
The brothers were detained, and their deportation journey has now just begun. And as they were hauled away, they say an ICE agent told another ICE agent,
Thank you for taking these criminals away. Good job taking these criminals away."
While their mother, who was waiting with their youngest brother in the lobby, was told,
"Your sons are not bad people. If you want to get your sons out, get a lawyer. Get a lawyer as soon as possible."
The brothers were put in a holding room for nearly 10 hours.
Everything's made of metal. Everything's gonna be cold. Just imagine just sitting there, just standing, just waiting, and just freezing.
Then they were put in a van and were sent off to the Buffalo Federal Detention Facility in Batavia. Now keep in mind, these two brothers have no criminal record, no criminal past. But where they're going, the other detainees, that's a different story.
If you have a criminal record, you're gonna have a orange uniform. But if you have like a felony or something that it's like really like strong, you're gonna get a red uniform. If you have a blue uniform, yeah, you have no criminal record.
The brothers stayed in Buffalo for 2 months, where they read their Bibles and helped translate English written documents to other inmates who did not speak the language. Then, it was time to go.
When you hear that they say processing and they start calling names, it's scary. Because processing can mean two things. One, you're getting deported, or two, you're getting out.
The brothers were deported to El Salvador, a country they have not seen since they were children, a country where they have zero family, and a country that has recently undergone a massive transformation. In 2019, El Salvador elected a new president, Nayib Bukele, a young politician with sights on cracking down on gangs and violence and making the country safer by any means necessary. He built a massive prison, the Terrorism Confinement Center, or CCOT. Some people call him a dictator, while others praise and love what he's done. However you feel, the country has become safer. No more dead bodies littering streets, far less gang activity, armed officials patrolling neighborhoods, and statistically, per capita, there are less homicides in El Salvador today than in the US. The brothers arrive in El Salvador and begin getting processed.
There it was harder for us because they were asking questions about where are you gonna stay? Who are you gonna live with? What's the name of your mother? What's the name of your father? I'm like, I don't know. Do you have any family members in the country? I'm like, no, I don't have any. And they were like, so they were thinking to not let us free because we didn't have anyone in here.
Weeks pass, and the brothers were able to secure a place to live on the outskirts of San Salvador, a location where locals say was once heavily occupied by gangs and violence.
Jose and Josue!
That's where they showed us their place.
If you haven't heard the little noises on the roof, those are cats. We fixed that pipe you see right there? Oh, I haven't told you, but I have some fishes in here.
So back home, when the brothers were first detained, their community banded together, holding vigils and demonstrations and donating to a GoFundMe to help with legal fees and necessities. Money that they say is their lifeline, but is running out.
Oh, you bought
the actual stove?
Yeah, we bought.
You guys didn't have a stove?
No, we bought the stove, a microwave. We bought a coffee, water warmer.
So now that the brothers live alone, they actually have some rules. 1, never answer the door if someone comes knocking. 2, if the sun is up, you can go out. And 3, if you do go out, you have to travel in pairs. Never alone, even if it's down the street and around the corner to the store.
We grew up in the United States, so we feel like Americans because we grew up there, went to school, did everything. I miss my family, miss my little brother.
While in El Salvador, the two say they've missed out on major life events, like Josue, who watched his own high school graduation through a smartphone thousands of miles away.
The good thing is that you graduated, bro. You did it, man. I'm crying, man.
So as you can see, these brothers have a pretty tight bond, but family to them is more than just brothers. And in fact, they miss a lot of their family, especially one in particular.
Recently, I got a news from my grandma. She's sick, right? And imagine being in this country when not able to see her grand.
Since living here, the brothers say they've been holding on to their American roots.
No.
Josue was able to get his gaming console shipped over and uses it to pass time and talk to his childhood friends.
Oh my.
Jose has begun streaming games to try and make money, and once a week, he holds a digital sermon so he can continue to practice his faith, using his Bible he and his brother received while in the detention center.
Estaré contigo donde quieras que vaya. I'll go be with you wherever you go. So yeah, I'm here. He's going to be with us.
Since they both speak Spanish and English, they're trying to find remote jobs at call centers. While back in the States, their immigration attorney continues to fight to get them home.
Unfortunately, it really is an uphill battle for them because they were removed before they could complete the process.
The hardest part is going through all of this after being separated from your family, knowing that now we are here in this country alone.
thousands of miles away, the two continue to share their story with U.S. activists.
They only see us as criminals, but in reality, we are not criminals. We are just normal people.
And they continue to live in fear.
Yes, some people are criminals, but look at me and my brother.
We got denied because now we're here in this country, not because we did something wrong in the U.S.
Todos los días tráfico es de llorar. Subirme a mi carro, irme a trabajar, pedirle a Dios que les dé una oportunidad, que regresen, que me los cuide. O sea, prácticamente yo lloro todos los días por ellos.
The only thing you can do, stay strong and wait. We want to go back.
Newsday investigates why drivers continue to speed in such high numbers, the difficulties in enforcement, and what it'll take for drivers to slow down. Dangerous Roads, Deadly Speeds, a Newsday investigation, now available at newsday.com/dangerousroads.